All right, hello everyone and welcome. This is ESL One Hamburg 2017. This is the closed qualifiers for NA. I'm your caster Moxie. I'm casting this with Forge Dota tonight, and we've got a great game for you here. We've got Team VGJ.Storm versus Whreck while whistling. Wow, they just really picked these names that are a little difficult to say. I don't know. What do you think, Forge?
10% determined to make our lives as difficult as possible, Moxie. That's what I've decided. Players exist to make our lives difficult.
I don't know if I go that far, but definitely a little bit of a tongue twister, especially. I'm still trying to get over VGJ. I just feel like it's like an accident waiting to happen, but I don't know if that's just me. VG Gaming J, that's a little bit easier. .Storm. All right, though, let's get into this draft. So, coming out from the side of Wheel, we have the first ban on the Venomancer and second ban Necro. They've actually been banning that fairly commonly. I believe in their last game versus Mind's Eye, Necro was first ban material for both games. But I guess they just really don't want to see that little Hydralisk either. So, two green guys already out of the pool. Still leaves two other green guys, the Pugna and, of course, the Viper. But, that's at least a little cancer we will not see in this game.
Yeah, and the one hero that we've seen banned throughout the rest of the tournament, but that VGJ lets slip through here is the Nature's Prophet. They decide to let that through in favor of banning out the Nyx Assassin, which is pretty interesting. Nature's Prophet pretty much banned every single game in the first two. Wonder if VGJ is hoping that they can pick it up for themselves here.
Definitely possible. We do see the puck pickup coming out from the side of Wheel, setting up some nice team fight. I'm interested to see if they might go with something like a Drow Ranger. That's fairly common to see the two of them pick up just because it gives Puck such an even better laning phase with that Drow aura. But the Night Stalker pickup over on Vici Gaming J. I'm gonna have to say that because I can't, for whatever reason, wrap my mind around VGJ. Like, it just... I don't know if my Asian's showing or what, but I'm struggling with that. And the AA pickup as well over on the side of Vici Gaming J. That's actually been first pick material almost consistently in the last, like, two games versus the Immortals. Definitely a very big fan of that. I know Stan King commonly likes to do it as a first pick.
Yeah, I mean, even out of their last, like, 9 games, he's played it, like, 5 or 6 times, so it's definitely a very comfort pick for him. If he can get a hold of it, he will. It seems like he will take it. And the Night Stalker are a nice complementary on top. You get the silence for the puck. It's some good vision. The Lycan does get picked up as kind of the quote-unquote counter, because while Night Stalker is also strong at night, Lycan is also pretty good because you get the double effectiveness from Howl, as well as his ultimate giving full vision, that 1800 range vision. So the Lycan picked up as a pseudo counter to the Night Stalker.
Howl is such an amazing just skill that you can do as Unlycan. It is just absolutely ridiculous with that global presence on that.
Yeah, it did receive some nerfs after TI, so it doesn't just give you a flat heal anymore. It's kind of like just giving you bonus strength. It gives you a increase on your max HP, and Dota will give you the corresponding percentage. But it is still a very powerful heal if you pop it early in a fight. The extra damage is really good as well. So pretty run at you draft so far from Whreck while whistling. Good lord.
I know. They're really giving us a run for our money. But the Bloodseeker gets banned out over on the side of Wheel, and we're not going to see that Oracle pickup either coming out. I don't think I've seen them play Oracle recently. Storm's lineup.
They have a puck and a Lycan. Just keeping either of those heroes alive for an extra little bit, so you can either get off the illusory orb and get away, or get off a Howl, get some heals going. Oracle just synergizes really nicely with the Whreck, and it's also kind of a counter to AA as well, because you can't shatter from the effects of AA Blast while you're under the Oracle, because you don't take any damage. So unless it prematurely ends the Oracle ulti, AA is kind of countered out. And it's also, now they've picked up the Bat Rider, another counter to Bat Rider, so just covering their own picks rather than trying to counter out what Wheel is doing.
I feel like this is kind of an early Bat pickup here, just because there's still a lot of stuff in the pool that can cause a lot of headaches for this particular hero. I mean, you've got a puck, right, who's going to be able to maybe go in with the illusory orb and then throw down Dream Coil silences and such, but, you know, they still got a lot of openings here in the draft, and I know they're very fond of picking up Underlord, I believe. They've picked that up in the past. A really solid kind of offlaner, depending on what you're looking for, but if you can throw out that Pit of Malice, I swear, that skill drives me nuts, especially as a support, because when you're playing a sport that's especially very, very slow, you just kind of slog through it, and usually it ends up catching me twice because I just can't get out of it fast enough. That's a really good way to kind of cancel out Batrider jumping in, as long as it's not obviously the Underlord, but you don't want to target the Underlord anyways.
Yeah, it is kind of an early pickup for the Batrider, but it's also good against the puck. It's good against Lycan because if he ults, you just blink lasso and just hold those two really mobile heroes in place. It also complements the Night Stalker a lot. These two heroes complement each other very well because Batrider is one of the heroes that has actually better vision, well, not better, but the same vision at night as he does at day. So it's less vision during the day, but more vision at night than most heroes have. So there's going to be the answer to the Batrider is there. The Disruptor, Bat blinks in, he gets glimpsed out, breaks the lasso.
Definitely a nice pickup here. Plus, it does have a really nice ultimate that adds to team fight to go along with the puck Dream Coil. But yeah, you know, it's funny with Batrider. Batrider's one of those heroes that, because he's like the only hero in the game that does what he does actually with his ultimate, he has gotten so many nerfs, Forge. Like, you know, I started laughing because, you know, you started talking about vision, and in my mind I'm like, man, Batrider's gotten the nerf stick so hard. He's like deaf, dumb, blind. Like, this guy still gets picked up though because he's just so good. But yeah, with that Night Stalker giving the extra nighttime vision, a Chaos Knight. All right, this is not something that I don't think they've played recently. Looking back on my notes here, I don't know. Do you have further back? I only have a couple of the last games.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Now they don't have a great answer to it. Like, they have AoE silence, but they don't have really... They have AoE control, but not a whole lot of AoE damage. Lycan is very single target focused. It's also, again, more lockdown. This first pick puck is kind of backfiring on Wheel because now you have 2 to 3 like really solid lockdown heroes for this puck. And it's going to be a really scary game. It is a slower hero. It takes a while to come online. But if he does come online, the game's basically over for Wheel unless they can really draft themselves some AoE damage.
Yeah,
quickly.
they don't really have anything to do with all of the Chaos Knight illusions. And then also, you know, on top of that, if the game starts going on longer and longer, Chaos Knight will become a huge problem. They do pick up a Bird Mother who's going to give them a little bit of like that extra push towards early push. Obviously, I think, let's see here.
10 seconds.
Yeah, so this is going to be the Monkeys Forever Broodmother, and it's going to be the Annihilate puck in the mid lane. The way that they're going to deal with the CK is we're not going to let you get to the late game. Melee heroes and heroes that don't have AoE clear themselves struggle a lot against the CK. So we're probably going to see a lot of lane rotations from VGJ to avoid and dodge that Broodmother. And on the flip side of that, Wheel is going to try and make sure that Brood gets the lane against the CK, because if you can, again, slow down that CK, not let him get to that late game, they do have the tools for a very early game, a very early end. It's just going to be a question of execution.
It's definitely a problem with Chaos Knight. You know, he's one of the hardest carries in the game, but early on, if you can disrupt his farming, he has a very difficult time trying to catch up. So it's going to be very important that we see a lot of pressure getting put onto the side of VGJ here, coming out from the side of Wheel. And on the flip side, also, you know, these supports are going to either have to figure out, you know, do we go super aggressive, try to attack a different lane, force those supports to rotate, or do we just put all of our eggs in one basket and try to protect this Chaos Knight?
I think they have to protect the Chaos Knight. Right now, like, Batrider is not one of those offlaners that can scale into another core, right? Puck, right now, there's like a tri-core lineup on Wheel. They've got, and even now Sand King, probably going to be played as the, you know, support. That's going to be the roaming Sand King. But if the game goes absolutely late enough, he can be kind of a fourth core, because you can also be played as the offlaner. Batrider doesn't have that scaling. Night Stalker doesn't have that scaling. Right now, all of their eggs are in the CK basket, as well as whatever they decide to pick up for 747 in the mid lane.
So what do you think would be the best pickup here for 747? Looking at the side of VG Gaming J. They need something, maybe... maybe a Lina? What are you thinking? Like something that's going to be able to help also take out waves of spiders? I don't know.
Lina might not be bad because it's like you said, it's AoE clear. It doesn't do horribly against the puck. That's the thing. A lot of the heroes that would deal well with the Brood suffer a little bit against the puck. Queen of Pain comes to mind, but there's the Disruptor there to kind of counter out that potential. So it's going to be really interesting to see what 747 grabs here.
I mean, we could also see something disgusting. We could see something like a Viper getting picked over on the side of VGJ.
Viper is good for the lane, but it doesn't solve their Broodmother problem. And it is actually going to be the Queen of Pain. So they're going to probably just, see early rotations in from the Night Stalker and the AA, help the Queen of Pain out with the puck. If Queen of Pain gets ahead of the puck, then the lane becomes a lot easier, as well as if she can bait out the phase shift and then land her dagger. That's going to be the big thing.
The nice thing, too, about, I was talking about the Viper or, of course, the Queen of Pain, is the fact that, it's something that comes online earlier than the Chaos Knight. Something that once you get your level 6, you start just wrecking havoc across the map as much as possible. And I think that's definitely something that they are keeping in mind with this pickup here of the Quap. And hopefully we'll be able to make some early rotations here and start to alleviate pressure, which is undoubtedly going to be played to Chaos Knight.
Yeah, the Disruptor, the lockdown that Wheelhouse has, I can't call them Wheelhouse either. That
just Wheel. Just Wheel.
Just Wheel. The lockdown that Wheel has is very scary to when you're playing the Queen of Pain, but if she can either bait out those spells or wait out those spells, let the Batrider go in first, then she is going to be very successful. She's got a lot of damage. Like you said, she comes online very early, and she has a nice way to clear out the Spiderling. So it's going to be a question of who gets the initiation first.
Yeah, and they definitely have a lot of nice mobility coming out over on the side. Both teams, honestly, a little bit more coming out from VGJ. Obviously, I've got the blink on the Queen of Pain. We'll have the blink on the Batrider eventually, and of course Night Stalker is very, very quick. However, they have the slippery puck over on the side of Wheel, and of course the Blink Dagger will eventually be on the Sand King.
So they're actually doing something kind of interesting here. Based on who's playing these heroes, it actually looks like it's going to be the offlane Night Stalker and the support Batrider.
Interesting.
Because Flea is the position 4 for VGJ.
Yes.
So it looks like it's going to be a hard farming Night Stalker, which is interesting. This is something.
That's something I wasn't expecting. Side of VGJ here. But I'm sure he's going to be able to make up for some of this farm as well. With all the spider babies, being able to just fly over them will help out a ton. And he can also be stacking the jungle for himself as he makes rotations. So.
Yeah, it is a bit greedy, but it does kind of help put pressure onto the Lycan as well with this. Because a Night Stalker with a lot of farm can be really annoying for a Lycan. They both have
a Night Stalker with a lot of farm can just be annoying in general. We casted, what was it, Lil earlier on that Night Stalker? He was just running amok in the game.
Yeah, he was like 4th net worth for most of the game, ahead of the hard farming carry.
Absolutely ridiculous. But Lycan comes over here. He's looking over at the rune. We'll run into Snake King here, followed up with Derp, and they've got the AA coming forward. Does have cold feet, actually. They're going to turn this around. This looks like this is going to be a dead Sand King. Sand King actually going to get taken down. Snake King now in a little bit of trouble here. They'll have the CK follow up, though, using that cold feet over onto Mad. Can they get one more kill? Yeah, they'll be able to get one more kill before the Sand King gets taken down. And now, oh man, they cannot afford to let this CK go down. It looks like he's going to be all right, but yeah, a lot of action around that rune.
That started off as potential for a really good trade and went downhill really quickly.
Are you sure this is NA Dota? This feels like CIS still, the way that they're running at each other. Dire Courier actually gets killed out.
747 doing 747 things, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, first level blink, he just blinks forward, grabs the courier, and walks back to his rune. They do throw Flea, I guess, down bottom. So, okay, so it's the same. It's an off-lane Batrider. It's just different positions. Snake King moving to the 4, and Flea taking up the 3 role.
Well, this is a better matchup, too, for the Batrider, because any sort of babies that Monkeys Forever starts creating, he's just going to be able to burn them down the entire time with that Firefly, and he's going to have to be very, very careful. And we do have Sentry Ward. No Sentry Ward actually over on Monkeys Forever either, so I guess they're not too concerned quite yet. A lot of movement going on, though, here in the top lane.
Yeah, this is try on try. We're probably going to see a lot more blood in this top lane. CK, I mean, he is a hard farming core, but in the laning stage, in the early game, he's pretty okay with some fighting. He's got his mango ready. He's got boots. He's ready to go on this Lycan if he has to.
I guess I'm a little concerned just because, I mean, he's got a clarity on him. It's pretty easy to cancel out, though, if the Disruptor gets close enough. But that is one problem that Chaos Knight has early on, even if he's in, like, an aggressive try. Mana's very precious to him. And he's going to have to be careful with that if they keep being very, very aggressive. But right now it seems like they're happy to just kind of trade here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, mid lane, 747. He's farming alright against Puck. Puck's slight edge, but that's nothing really too surprising because Puck can just kind of phase dodge all of this.
Top lane, looks like we're in trouble here with this Chaos Knight. One more hit coming out, and it looks like Derp gonna be able to get the kill. Pincering action coming out over here into the mid lane. Snake King coming around the corner. Does he annihilate? Oh my gosh. He's so slow though during the day. Look at him. He's gonna probably catch up to him. Yeah, you know, slow going out. Illusory Orb gets thrown out too. He's just gonna go zipping himself back. There's no rune there. Pops a salve. And Dire Courier has responded, so he's gonna be able to get that other Nell out to him very, very soon.
Yeah, 747. Opts to go for the bottle first instead of the extra null. Not really too surprising. Queen of Bane has pretty good base damage, but now with that second null talisman, Puck is going to get a pretty decent advantage here. And meanwhile, top lane. This is...
There's a jump forward immediately coming out here. Cold Feet not going to proc though. Still a little bit of chase here. They've got... Oh, this is looking really, really bad for the Chaos Knight. One more hit, he's going to get taken down. Looks like they're going to get themselves a mad, though, at the same time. So Sand King will also fall, but unfortunately, CK not alive to get that experience.
I mean, that's totally worth it for Wheel. That's 2 kills now on the Chaos
Oh, yeah,
Knight.
absolutely.
And they can't even, like, send him bottom because there's a Broodmother there, and that's going to be even more miserable for him. So he has to keep going back to this lane. They have to find a way to pull the supports away from the Lycan. And, I mean, it's so hard to gank a Puck. How do you, like, they could gank the Broodmother, but if you gank the Brood, like, they don't really care, I don't think. Like, they have such secure, safe lanes that the supports are fine just sitting top.
And Monkeys Forever getting quite a few of these broodlings. Gotta be a little bit careful with these again. Do have a point in Firefly, so he could go ahead and farm those fairly easily. But looks like we've got an invisibility rune pickup over on Queen of Pain. She's getting really close to that level 6 too, so I'm not sure if she's gonna make something happen. But instead she just pops it now, bottles herself up. We'll just take a little XP and wait around here. Maybe scare Puck a little bit.
Just a nice bit of friendly harass coming out from 747.
Just reminding him that he's there. There's some movement going down bottom. They're trying to get the jump over onto Monkeys. They're not going to be able to quite grab him fast enough, although the Sticky Napalm doing quite a number. Spiderling's having a little bit of trouble. They're actually going to be able to get this kill. Nice kill coming out here. Did they? Yeah, they had the dust. Meanwhile, top lane, we see that Stan King gets taken down.
Yeah, they started that off with.
I was about to ask, like, what happened?
Yeah, well, you were watching bottom, I was watching top. It's okay. I got the coverage. So
you
CK
got me. All right.
AA tried to go in on Sand King. He just kind of waited patiently, waited for his team to show up, stunned them both, and that quickly turned into a trade the other way. Fortunately.
Now we are seeing the support starting to rotate and put more and more pressure over here onto this Broodmother. They've gotten a kill on her early enough, so things are looking pretty good right now for VGJ. But they're still putting even more pressure. It looks like the CK. What? Just casual ganking safe lane CK.
He has to. He can't go back top, so this is the only way he can get something done.
That's true. This is going to be really, really tough. They do rotate the support still along with him. More and more spiderlings coming out. CK, of course, can't really deal with these early on. He's not really that kind of a hero that clears waves like that. Monkeys has... Oh boy, Stan King. He's just all these spiders jumping over onto him. They do get the dust though off over onto Monkeys. We'll be able to pull him back, hold feet procs off. So they'll get a return kill, hopefully. But they'll actually be able to take down the Night Stalker. They need maybe one more hit here. Turns around. They'll still be able to get the CK.
Triple kill for Monkeys forever. He's just got a massive...
Oh, and he's just going right back after Flea. Flea pops the Firefly. Tries to get a little bit of money off of it at the very least, but oh no. Look at all these spiders! Snake King's like, nope, I don't want anything to do with this. There's immediate reality rift and the glimpse back though, and still, that's 4 kills in just like the span of a minute, Forge. Not ideal. Mid actually getting jumped on as well. This is looking really, really scary right now for Quap. We'll be able to get herself out though. Blink coming off. Gonna go ahead, use her shrine.
Quap has to be the one to rotate down, but...
They just gave 4 kills to Monkeys Forever.
I mean, it's so scary now. He doesn't actually have Insatiable Hunger yet. Just goes for the 3-3-0-0 build. Pretty normal, but with all the fighting going on, I almost wondered if he'd go for the Insatiable Hunger.
They have to be so careful coming back down here. Like, the smoke pops over here onto the side. They use the dust. Does not... No, it does connect over here onto Monkeys. A little bit too far over here. They'll be able to go forward. Try to just put out some damage. These spiderlings are doing a ton of work, though. Finally able to take down the mighty Brood Mama, though. And while all this is going down, we lose CK again.
He doesn't have a safe lane to go to.
He has no place to farm. This is exactly what Wheel is needing to do, and it's working out perfectly. You're getting tons of kills on your Brood Mother in the bot lane, and CK cannot find anywhere safe to farm. What do you do, Forge? Where do you send this guy?
I mean, I almost think they have to keep sending him bottom. Like,
but like you saw how fast Broodmother just chewed.
I mean, that was just because Howl, which is now not as effective because it's daytime. I mean, he's just jungling right now. I guess that's really the only option he has.
It's just be a very slow farming CK. I
mean, yeah, if we take a look at the net worth, he is behind all of the other cores. He's ahead only of the supports, which is at least good. He's at least not behind any supports. That's when you know things are really bad.
I mean, he's got an Iron Talon queued up because he can't afford it yet. Does have treads, looking on the bright side.
Some extra stats are nice. Yeah, he's not going to get his armlet anytime soon. I still think he almost has to go for it, despite the fact that it is usually considered an early fighting item. He just has to get something online as soon as possible, and anything like a Manta style is just going to take too long without that armlet as a buffer.
I wish there was a way to see just how many babies are being created by Broodmother. They don't really show that. You just know that it's a lot. It's an army.
I mean, at rough estimate, it's about 60 right now, I want to say. I want to get.
Altercation going on over here by the shrine. Looks like Sand King gonna run himself out here. There's the TP coming in here from the Quap. We'll be able to get the dagger off. Turns back around over onto Mad. Mad, he's waiting. He knows he's got the Burrow Strike. Might be able to get himself up to the high ground, but it's too late. Quap uses that Sonic Wave, takes him out. Meanwhile, Monkeys Forever doing Monkeys Forever things down here on the Broodmother.
I mean, 747 has to be the playmaker for this team, which, I mean, it's 747. He can definitely do it. But he needs to do a lot and give his CK a lot of space. And he can't be everywhere. It looks like they do want to go on the Puck. But Puck now has the Veil.
Yeah, it's daytime. I don't think they can really do too much. I know the Night Stalker's standing nearby, but might be just a little too difficult right now, especially because they're behind.
And meanwhile, Monkeys is just cutting waves. This doesn't bother Batrider too much because he just fireflies and does Batrider things and gets his own farm. But Monkeys is just gonna he's going Radiance first. He's gonna get this very quickly.
Like the saddest CK, just being emo here with these creeps, killing them. Life is tough. It's just one of those heroes that struggles really hardly to catch. Really hard, sorry, to catch up. They do a scan over here on the side. They do know that people are standing nearby. Monkey's gonna send the babies to do a little bit of scouting here.
And
Meanwhile, top tower being pushed.
Yeah, the safe link counterpart to the CK is top of the net worth right now, working on the Necro book so that, you know, Quap can't just freely blink in and out. That mana drain is going to be really powerful. The push coming out is going to be massive. And CK is showing himself in lane again. This is dangerous.
Yeah, it's definitely dangerous. We do have a Veil completed, though, over on 747. Tower goes down in the bot lane, though, and it looks like, you know, Batrider, he doesn't have any detection. This is a little bit of an issue here. I feel like having detection in your lane would allow him to kind of be able to farm up these spiders a little bit better. But at the same time, you don't want to get too close to them because this Broodmother is very, very scary.
Yeah, it's much safer to just farm the creeps, let Monkeys do his thing, and just hope that you can stall out the game. That's kind of VG's game plan right now. We need items on Quap, and we need items on CK, and until then, we just stall. We don't mess with Broodmother. Try not to let her get away with too much, but she's going to get her farm. They don't really have a way to stop that.
Got a smoke coming out here down into the Radiant jungle. There's actually no one here. They know that CK has to be farming somewhere, but they should see him up top. And won't be able to do too much with the smoke, unfortunately, unless they turn around and jump over onto this Quap, which is also possible. But even Quap is leaving, so yeah, we've got some mirroring action going on. They can't seem to find most of the side of the Dire because it's in their jungle, and since they know that is a high possibility, they'll make their way into the enemy jungle. But I guess ships passing in the night sort of deal, smoke on smoke action. Who gets the jump here?
Might see some action mid though.
Oh, see Derp Derp. They know Derp Derp's there.
Night Stalker sees everybody.
Jump forward immediately. He got that lasso off as well as an Ice Blast. We'll be able to go and pull over onto this Disruptor. Looks like Quap wants to chase after here, but they don't have a stun for Mad. Mad's actually going to get out. And Puck just walks away through the Radiant jungle. Says, all right, well, found him. Gonna go bottom and I'll go help Monkeys forever. Maybe get this last hit on the tower. Nope.
The spider army is real, and Lycan showing up as well with his Necro book. Just that tower just melts. CK is getting a bit of space though. This is what they need. He pops the ultimate. He's gonna try and get this tower.
I don't know. He is lacking severely in damage. It's a little scary right now. We'll go ahead, cut the wave.
This is pretty clever too. He sends the 2 illusions, or he sends himself and 1 illusion to cut the wave and makes it look like the real one is pushing. Maybe
what was I watching? Was it Illidan? Illidan did something similar with like his Phantom Lancer, except they were like chasing him around and he made one of his illusions walk away from the other ones and kept farming the lane and they chased after the illusion.
Oh yeah, PL
it was awesome.
Illusion baits are some of the best illusions.
Alright, they are going to pop the smoke over here. Looks like the Quap going to run herself back. They probably think this is the CK, but the illusion ends up going down much faster before they can use any spells. That could have been really bad if they had thought that was the real one.
Looking at Dire Vision when darkness gets popped and then looking at all vision and seeing how close they are, it's crazy. They were so close to finding him there, but really nice darkness pop from Snaking. Yes, Snaking means that they do get away there.
There's 2 kings on the side of VGJ. It's a little confusing sometimes, but yeah,
not only
Snaking got Stan King.
Not only is there 2 kings, but it's like really close. It's Snay and Stan. Like
yeah.
Very close.
Snaking keeping tabs though over here on Ion Light. We'll jump forward, immediately follow up with the lasso. Ice Blast comes in. That's a very dead Puck. And that's an easy tower for them. They probably will go towards tier 2. But someone probably has to go home as well because Monkeys Forever is amassing quite the army and will be just chipping away on
He's got his
tower.
Radiance online. We've got Necro 2. No, still Necro 1 on Lycan, but all of those Spiderlings benefit from Howl. So that's what? 50 bonus damage per spider?
I think they need a little bit more than Snake King here just to deal with this. Yeah, they're just, that whole tower's just going down. There's too much pushing potential coming out here from the Lycan and of course the Broodmother. Derp Derp standing in the back here, making sure that he can jump in if necessary. Just kind of gave him a free tier 2, unfortunately.
They don't have a choice. They know they can't fight into the Broodmother right now. The Armlet is now online on CK, but he's only level 9. He doesn't have level 2 ultimate, and level 1 Phantasm kind of sucks. Like, he got lucky top lane and got his extra illusion. Normally, you just get you and 1 illusion. for 130 second cooldown. Level 1 Phantasm sucks. But what they
All right,
do...
Lasso.
Oh, sorry.
I was about to say, Lasso's going to be off cooldown in about 4 seconds, so Snakey doing a little bit of scouting. The glimpse comes back. Flea, though, he's got the blink dagger. He's looking at Derp. Thinking he looks mighty good there. We'll be able to grab him with the lasso. And Quap going to be able to go ahead, get that kill. Static Storm comes out. It's going to silence them. Not going to do too much damage. And it looks like they're still giving chase over onto Mad here. Going to try to just put some damage over onto him. Couple of clicks. Meanwhile, though, on the back end, we lose Stan King to this Broodmother. The insatiable hunger is just so ridiculous. Although that Reality Rift with the Chaos Bolt's looking really good right now for Monkeys Forever. They will be able to take down the Night Stalker. Monkey's hiding himself over into the corner. We'll turn around here, see if they can get a kill. In the meanwhile, Flea actually does take down Mad. And we will see CK going down yet again. And this is a huge army with a creep wave that is definitely going to be breaking high ground here.
I think that might be Rax, honestly.
I don't know what they can do about this. I mean, Quap's back. Quap's got her ultimate, but... yeah, one more hit over onto that tower. It goes down. Jump forward again. Here comes the puck. Puts the silence out over onto the Quap. That's a dieback, I believe. And look at all these spiders. Monkeys, again, you know, kind of taking a little bit of a bath here in this Firefly. The AA ultimate looking really, really nice. They'll be able to glimpse back Night Stalker, but they still get the kill over onto him as well here. And just look at all this damage. That's... yeah, they can't do much to these spiders other than using the Firefly. And, you know, they're going down, but they're still putting so much damage. And Lasso comes out. They do grab the puck. We'll be able to pull him back. Trying to glimpse back over onto CK. He comes forward yet again. He's still looking for Monkeys Forever, but Monkeys Forever are going to be able to walk away from this.
That's a
bit of a disaster right now. That's Rax at 17 minutes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And this is kind of what happens when you just forget about Broodmother sometimes.
I don't even think they forgot about it. I think they just couldn't deal with them. Because they sent a bunch of people down to the lane to deal with monkeys, and he ended up getting a quadruple kill.
Well, I meant, like, forgetting about him in the draft. Is what I meant. Yeah. Because, like...
yeah, that makes a little more sense. I was about to say, like, what else are they supposed to do, Forge?
No. I'm not saying they, like, ignored him for no reason. But just in the draft, you're thinking, okay, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do. And then Wheel is just like, all right, we're going to just give Monkeys his Broodmother. And he played this to pretty good effect yesterday against Mind Eyes. And we're seeing it do a lot of work here, too. He's probably going to kill CK. Yep, that's CK.
Oh, boy. Ice Blast comes in, though. We'll connect over onto Monkeys, and that'll turn it around real fast. Looks like...
okay.
Quap going to be able to farm up all those spiderlings as well, so... Caster's Curse.
Definitely thought that was a dead CK, but that is good for VGJ.Storm.
I mean, Trends would have said yes. But it worked out pretty well for him that time, so... Initiation coming out here over onto Snake King. He's going to try to run himself back. Glimpse coming out, though, with the cage. We'll be able to hold him into place. Couple more hits here. And it looks like B2 going to get that kill. TP's coming up over to Shrine. Ooh, CK. Feeling real confident after that kill over on Monkeys Forever.
I mean, he's got his armlet online, Moxie. He's ready to go.
Got level 3 Necronomicon and Broodmother walking into this pit. They're just going to go for this Roche.
She's got bots already?
This is a very rich spider.
This is a very rich spider.
Ice Blast getting thrown in. We'll connect. I don't think they're too concerned about this, though. It's only a level 1.
Yeah, as soon as this wears off, Brood just pops Insatiable and...
now they're going to try to go in, though, into this pit. They do have the ultimate up and running over onto the Quap in about 60 seconds, so this is a little ambitious, I think. But smoke gets popped over here. Looks like Snake King. They're going to turn around, try to force them back. There's the jump in. BKB completed over on Flea. He's looking for an opening. There's going to be a lasso pulled back. Meanwhile, though, Puck trying to create some distance here. Looks like we've got a Static Storm over onto the CK. He actually gets taken down, and now it looks like we're going to lose the Lycan. That Epicenter did a lot of work there. Still trying to run himself out here. Stan King not going to be able to quite do it. Does throw out an Ice Blast at the last second, but doesn't really land on anything, unfortunately. Dream Coil gets dropped, though, and it looks like Queen of Pain is going to be another sacrifice to the Spider Goddess.
They tried to burn it with fire, Moxie, but they just didn't have enough fire.
I would be terrified of spiders that survived all of that spider. All that spider fire. Oh, man. spiders are spooky, and I do not like them, and I'm sure the side of VGJ does not like them either. I think it's pretty safe to assume that either draft something that can deal with the Broodmother in the future, or they will ban it out. Flea coming forward is immediately going to get intercepted here by Mad. He's going to try to run himself out here. They go forward. There's the glimpse back into the kinetic field. He's stuck in place. Will they get another kill? Yeah, that's going to be another kill now for Monkeys Forever, who is dominating, and they just go back to Roche. Like, they're still trying to challenge this, but I don't know what they can do here. There's a nice burrow strike. Yeah,
and
the GG gets called. They just cannot deal with this, unfortunately, for the side of VGJ.
Yeah, I think that Brood's going to get banned. I think 100% it got banned.
It has to. The work that did.
I'm not sure if they saw the if VGJ saw the replay or not of yesterday's game, but Monkeys Forever did this almost exact same build of like Radiance into bots right away. So obviously a very comfort hero for him, comfort build, and just dominating this game.